A clash of two of the more fervent fan bases around. The Cowboys and the Raiders are underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room.
Okay, now we got to start keeping stats.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Prescott from the gun. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Intended that time for Cooper. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Now a first carry for Isaiah Crowell. A big play that time for the Raiders. Give him 42 yards on the ground. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Crowell. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Here's Carr to throw. That's going to be caught by Williams for a Raiders touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab, and the Raiders have taken the early lead. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football. All right, when you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
All right, T, let's check. All right, T. Check 99.
A give to Elliott. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Let's go, T.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. 20, 10, touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, 70 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Brett Maher on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece.
Hey, Rico, shut your mouth. Rico, shut your mouth, boy.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Me too.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Oh, shit, nigga. I guarantee it. I guarantee 100 yards, nigga.
Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
So don't say nothing. Yo, Chief. Tighten up. Deuce. Put that down.
Here's Carr. This is caught by Antonio Brown. Past the 20.
I ain't committing no run.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Antonio Brown, 72 yards. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
I'm not going to say I couldn't have did something by accident, but I did not run commit or pass commit.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
The give is to Elliott. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
He's coming. Double up.
We're going to 53.
So first down carry by Elliott. He's got the first down and more past midfield. Power running by Zeke. And finally taken down at the 15. A big run that time by Elliott. 47 yards. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
12 more yards there and another first down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker. You've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
You got nothing. You got nothing. Check.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think the 2nd down is the time you go play action.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Yeah, none of this, dude.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Yeah, okay.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They begin with a run by Crowell. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Well, that one was over before it could get rolling. How about the D just knifing into the backfield and shutting that one down?
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Williams. And they work this out past the 25. A good pickup there, 21 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
On 2nd and 9, Carr. It's Carr on the right side, Williams. The 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders have moved out in front. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown.
I'm not telling them to commit to nothing. I don't understand what the fuck's going on. You know how you be complaining about, you know, when your tight end was lining out on the line, your blockers and shit was lining out at a wide receiver. Like, it's some kind of janky shit going on. I'm not doing that. Damn, I don't understand, man.
Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Don't worry, Rico will be running it soon.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to defend him. I think you used the term bottle him up at different levels. They've struggled to do that.
They certainly have, because when you see them approach, in order to bottle them up at different levels, that front line's got to take care of business. Otherwise, he starts to slip through. Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. They'll run on first down. Elliott. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Oh, yeah. Good. 54,
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. 11 yards there. First down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Yeah, but I don't have a Z. I don't have a Z spot in this motherfucker. Nah,
on 1st and 10, Prescott. Oh, what a catch there by Cooper. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, 36 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Marr now to add the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
This motherfucker finna run the ball. Fuck him.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Shotgun now for Carr. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Carr now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The veteran safety, George Iloka, there to break that one up.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Wilson snags it left side. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. 4th down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt.
Exactly, but I was hoping
the kick by Carlson is good. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
What I want to do to this guy.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But, boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Marshall. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Cooper was the target there. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Now they're just going to run it here up the middle. Space to maneuver at the 40. As they finally wrangle him in at the 48. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Carr. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Yeah, we'll see about that in the 2nd half.
To throw his Carr. Oh, he's able to out-muscle him here as he pulls it in. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Here we go.
Carr and the Raiders come up first and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. White. Hey, 734. Go. Watch it, you.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. He sets to fire deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up second and 10. Throwing again. Carr. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Down. 180. 55. We got it. Check that down.
A first down carry now for Crowell. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. On second down, here's Crowell. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a first down on a gain of 10. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Carr now on first down.
I told you.
It's intercepted. It is. It's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
On first down, it's Elliott, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play. Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And the Raiders have got him. The product of Jersey City, Tahir Whitehead on the sack. And they went empty backfield, and because of that, nobody was there to pick up the blitz.
And you know that offenses, when they go with the empty backfield, they have different things designed on every play to try to account for things. But what people often forget, defense is audible as well. And a lot of times when they see an empty backfield, they audible right into a blitzing situation.
Let's go.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. And to the left side here, Wilson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Carr now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Watch the shift.
The handoff, running left, Corral. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers of reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Well, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The veteran safety, George Iloka, there to break that one up.
Check. Watch it before. Got one.
Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 49-yard line.
Kill. I got you, boy. Mine's 54.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Switch.
Here we go, 47.
Here's Prescott. And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That's going to back him up almost a full 10 yards. It's going to be a loss of 9 officially, and it's 4th down. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Mike.
Prescott to throw on fourth. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Cleveland Farrell. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Boy, you talk about not playing it safe. Why were they going for it there, Charles?
It's got to be a full evaluation of their team. Do they trust their defense in this situation? Maybe they think they've given all they can in this game and they don't have anything left. Do they not trust that the other team's quarterback is just so hot that no matter where they get the ball, they go downfield? Remember when Bill Belichick went for it in that game, right, against Indianapolis on the road, and everybody said, why'd you go for it there? I think he just thought to himself, on the other side, if they get the ball, they're going downfield anyway. He was trying to end the game right there with his own offense.
They'll run on first down. Crowell. Byron Jones in there to make the tackle.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
At the 36-yard line.
Down.
54, right there, right
180. 180, we're good, we're good. 280. Raider one.
Mike, 54.
From the 36, Carr. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
And they got hung up. What you want me to do?
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll start the drive with Elliott. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
They go to Elliott again. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. The Cowboys will go. Prescott. It gets it over the middle to Cobb. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. On 1st down, Elliott. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still in.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. Cooper was the intended target. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Carr. Caught left side, Williams. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's back to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Gosh, given the time and the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so, but it's hard to get a receiver to drop the football. They're trained to catch everything.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That could finish things off for them.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Off the edge, it's Tyrone Crawford with a sack.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Let's go, tackle, let's go. We got this. Check, crunch. 694.
Yeah.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Watch twist. Go. Show it up. He's OP. He's checking crowd.
He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. They were trying to go to Brown once again, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Down. 185. 54. Mike, 54. You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? Right down. You think you gonna get this?
Back to throw. Carr. And that's incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
29.
Mike 55, Mike
Hey, orbit. Strip that ball. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Watch the screen.
And the blitz does come. Man open left side is Brown. And he's got this down to the 35. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
7:34.
Now Carr. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
I'm scared. Mike, 55. Check, 52. Say. He's coming.
They'll look to throw. Caught by Nelson left side. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, let's get there. Hey, switch gears.
To throw is Carr. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here we go. 4-8.
In your face.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
That's all right, boy.
From the
We really
34
need
now,
this
here's
game.
1st and
It's my
10.
fault pushing all these. Oh no, this nigga got 2 touchdowns. He got 2 touchdowns.
Down to a
off of
knee
me,
here. The
pushing
defense
the
still
wrong
with a
button,
couple of
looking like a
timeouts. We'll see if they want to
I don't
use
give a
them.
fuck.
So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense.
really
And what I
do.
mean by that
No,
is
I
in the
really
old
didn't.
days, pitching shutouts
Shit.
was big time. That was paramount. But the big
What?
thing was holding people down, holding
think-
down their
I
yardage,
think
right?
like 4-0
Don't let them throw
against
the
you,
ball through the
something
air
like
and
that.
gain a lot of. But now,
Well,
it's about
4-1
taking the
now.
ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one,
What do you mean?
and it led them to
This
victory.
isn't a private chat. Me and you.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best
put it in
darn
there
crew
for
in
you,
the
bro.
industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeah.
The Black Hole celebrates. The Raiders are winners here as we say so long
Go for you.
from
Those
Oakland.
close. I know, man. I'm trash, man. I know I'm straight garbage. But I promise you one thing though. When I see your fat ass, I guarantee victory. Shut up, bitch. Good game, J Hall. You got me. I, I mean, I mean, if J Hall want me to whoop your ass, I will. I mean, cause I was really looking forward to whooping your motherfucking ass, nigga. Man, please, dude. I will. Okay, okay, yeah, okay. No, we don't. We whoop, whoop, whoop. Shut up, bitch. I'm telling you, man. No, I don't. So, I mean, what is it gonna be worth my while to like go through the old data and show you you're wrong? How so? Okay. I, I feel you. You talking about the one that just whooped you? Put the broadcast up, fat bitch. Hey, put the broadcast up, fat boy. I know. Any excuse. Yeah. Oh my God. We gave up 2 touchdowns on bullshit ass bullshit. I know him now. I had to learn the hard way. Man, that nigga a cocksucker, man. I'm gonna learn something from a nigga I'm whooping the shit out of every time I see him. Oh man, this dumb ass. Hey, listen, Rico. Whenever you do the broadcast, you gotta turn the audio off, fat bitch. Yeah, I can hear through the TV and shit. Hear what he's saying. Yeah, uncheck the box. What's checked? Did you go to YouTube again? Okay, well, just try it again. Fuck it. Nah, it should just be that. Uncheck that box. Mmm. That's how I like it. It's getting personal. Goddamn, 21, you get the license plate of that truck? Hey, man, you... Man, challenge that shit. Yeah, you can. Oh. Mm-hmm. A long minute. But in true Rico nature, being greedy. God damn. God damn. I think I could have learned some physics on that one. I think that one's called that's called quantum entanglement. Oh, that's yeah. Man, man, this nigga trash. Your offense is just god, god awful. Oh well, we kind of wide open with nobody on them for 2 touchdowns. I mean, hey, that's hard to overcome, and yet I almost did it anyway. So, I mean, But at the last drive, he decided he want to become Joe Montana all of a sudden. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't help it. I can't help it if he turned to Joe Montana on the last drive. I mean, fuck it. What can you do? I mean, what can you do? I want to run with the Titans just to see if they sorry as Rico make them look. I mean, no kind of offense, just oh my god, the fuck. No, nigga, when I see you, I'm put a 40 on you. Hey man, that was a good ass throw. That nigga got fucking fast motherfucker. Cause he's about to get hit dead in the fucking face. Ooh. You did it again. This nigga did it again. Oh my god, he did it again. He, no, shut up, nigga. You can't say nothing to me but 2 times in a row. Now that's a pattern. That's a pattern, nigga. What the fuck's going on here, man? Like, some told me Captain Hindsight himself. Yeah, after he go ahead and score this touchdown right here. You know he's finna score a touchdown, right? Okay. I mean, the Madden God's gonna punish you for that bullshit you keep doing down in the red zone. This nigga threw to a motherfucker with a man on him when he had a nigga wide open right in front of him. This nigga crazy. Damn, man. You finna lose 9-7. Getting stronger. Boom! Oh man, that was a hit stick of the year right there. No, you can't, and not talk about me when I run it down to 2 minutes, bitch. Nigga, I hope you win, nigga. I'm finna put up 40 on your fat ass, nigga. I ain't put up 40 on you, Rico. Okay. Yes. I ain't gotta show you Jay Hall's a witness, nigga. I mean, I feel like you stupid. I feel like you stupid for not hitting shoe clock. I mean, I don't give a fuck. I like logic. I mean, you want to do the macho man shit, you go right ahead. But if it's not, it ain't no bitch. It ain't no bitch. No, they are ranked games because we keeping records, bitch. And if records matter to the point we have bragging rights, why the fuck I don't give a fuck, nigga. When I get to the 2 minute warning, I'm hitting shoe clock. Suck my dick. Oh, it's this season, nigga. You motherfucking lie. Man, fuck that fat hoe. That nigga bitch. Man, I hit that nigga in his mouth, man. Fuck him. Damn, what kind of speed burst was that? Damn linebacker of the Flash, ain't it? Damn, who got burnt like that over there? Oh, he did. Logan Ryan is the culprit. They did look awfully like a wheel route, though. Oh man, you're gonna lose 6-8. That's gonna be a hell of a score. I don't believe you hit the wrong button. I just think you got nervous. Cause you a shaky hoe ass fuck boy, nigga. Hoe ass nigga putting up 5 points. You a sucker. Tra- Trash ass nigga. I mean, like I said, nigga, I'm cool with that. I'm cool with it, nigga. If we gotta lose in that manner, I'm fine. I'm fine with that. Don't you do it, J Hall. Don't you fucking do it. Don't you take my chance. Adora Jackson. Yeah, that had a lot to do with him breaking ankles out there. Shit, he caught it at the fucking 10. What else you want? Hell no, he don't need nothing but like 30 yards, man. It's just crazy. Damn, it's one, two, three, four niggas. This nigga had an extra man out there, didn't he? Rico, you gotta actually wait till they open to throw it, man. Yeah, you suck. You fat hoe bitch ass to sleep, nigga. That's what you do. And watch me whoop. And I tell you how I whoop J Howell ass. Ah, how I know you're gonna take your bitch ass to sleep. No, I misspoke. Man, shut up, nigga. This nigga suck, man. What kind of nigga is this? What's your record, Rico? What's your fucking record, nigga? 4-4. I mean, look at the damn record, bitch. All you gotta do is look at the. Hey man, J Hall, fuck the loser, J Hall. Just send me a challenge for the loser. Yeah, I told you this shit suck, nigga.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the east side of the Bay Bridge in Oakland, California. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The folks around the stadium clad in silver and black going to make every last game played in Oakland count. They're ready to go as their Raiders get set to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. A clash of two of the more fervent fan bases around. The Cowboys and the Raiders are underway. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Check. Watch it before.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Don't forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before